accepted, and that's why it continues. It continues year after year, batch after batch. The first year comes, they get dragged, they go to second year, they in turn drag the freshers again, and this is an accepted norm, and is considered very normal, and that's why there is no end to it. And at times things do get serious, just like the case at hand. Things do get out of control, then there's a knee-jerk reaction, but then we are not addressing the base of the problem.
Well, I wouldn't consider it to be a norm at all because I myself grew up in the university campus, Guwahati University campus, where my mother happened to be the warden of a hostel, girls' hostel, for 14 long years. And there I had seen ragging. Now, how ragging was actually, what kind of ragging happened was those were introductory sessions. The people used to get, the seniors used to get introduced to the juniors. And that was a very informal way, and it was a fun-filled way as to how they would get introduced, and that was also a very informal platform for freshers to show their talents and their extracurricular activities. Like, somebody was good in singing, somebody was good in dance, somebody was in mimicry, etc. So that way the seniors used to get introduced to the person and also the extracurricular and the other talents related to a particular fresher. That was how I saw ragging when I was a child. Yes, and they used to call that ragging. Now, with the passage of time, how we see ragging, and these kind of course, this has been an extreme incident, but ragging, basically how it is defined by UGC or even in psychology, is something, where it amounts to emotional abuse, it can be verbal also, like it has been mentioned, sexual abuse, physical abuse, etc., or anything that demeans the victim, that demeans the other person, makes, so the other person here is vulnerable and weak. And the person who's the perpetrator, who does it on the other person, second person, is considered to be powerful and strong in that particular situation. Now, what happens exactly is, why people rag at all, the way ragging is these days and how we are discussing. It has been seen that if you look at the personality traits of people who indulge in such kind of activities, be it verbal abuse, be it physical abuse, be it sexual abuse, be it violence, you get to see a very common characteristics in these people. These people, the perpetrators, they are not visible in areas like academics, usually academics or extracurricular activities. They are not even popular. Somewhere they are very frustrated people with sadistic mindsets. Sadistic mindsets in terms of they derive pleasure by torturing or causing suffering to a weaker person. This weaker person could be weak in terms of his freshness because he's a new entrant, or it could be in terms of race, religion, language, or gender, whatever it may be. Now, this person derives sadistic pleasure. There is a myth that such kind of people have a superiority complex, and that's why they try to show themselves to be very powerful and dominant. That is not true. In fact, they suffer from inferiority complex because they're not being able to perform well in other areas of life, which their contemporaries are already doing. That's why, out of frustration and to cover their hurt egos, they actually try torturing the weaker sections of the society. This is the basic psychology behind ragging. Now, there is another notion about why people actually rag these ways. That is, they have been ragged at certain points in their life, and now they're inflicting the same kind of pain to someone else. Well, that can be an excuse according to me, even as a psychiatrist, because I have come across a lot of people who have been ragged in life and who have promised never ever to cause such kind of pain and suffering to someone else that they had experienced. So saying that since I had experienced pain, I'm going to cause the same pain to someone else is again a marker of sadistic traits in the personality of that person. Now, this person who's ragging a junior in the college or in a university will not go and cause violence usually in the open society or in his family, because there he anticipates reaction or consequences which he or she may not be able to handle.
That's what I'm trying to say, the ecosystem where he does not
No, here the other person is very weak, does not have a support system, and he can manage to escape the consequences.
What emboldens students to go for ragging? Do we have Prachulya Sharma Yet, okay, Pratyush Sharma will join us in a short while. Professor Meenma Sharma,